Man, this is this is really unbelievable. Let me talk to y'all today. I'm starting to believe that everybody's depressed. I think everybody around me is just suffering because people are just they're not happy with their life. And I'm starting to see the way that people treat one another that they're not happy with their life because it seems like every time something good happens, people always try to find a negativity in it. So it's like it's crazy to me because people really are suffering. And it's like they suffering in peace, but they get up every day and they try not to show it, but it's really difficult not to show it. Because think about it. You might be dealing with situations with your everyday life. You might be going into a restaurant, take your family out to eat, have a good time. And then a waitress, she just giving you an attitude or he just giving you an attitude. And it's something that's happening in his personal life because they letting things get to him and it's starting to show. And they're not trying to let it out that they're depressed because some people have too much pride to let you even know that they're going through something. And it's just crazy because sometimes you need to let it out because nobody's perfect. I go through things every day and I try to just get up and smile through it because what else can I do? You know, it's one thing after another in your life and then you just feel like you just can't get it right. So now you feel like you just stuck with nowhere to go. So now it's like you feel like you try to run from your problems, you know, because you're dealing with the same thing every day. And it's hard to just stay focused, stay maintained, keep a clear mind because you feel like you don't have no love and support. You feel like somebody's coming to save you, but nobody is there. So that's why people are just going through things in their life that they just feel like they wish they can change, but they can't change it because they really can't control it. It's like it's out of their control. So it's like they living, trying to find their purpose, and they was just living how they was told to be living. So it's like they want to control it, but they really can't because they just playing the hand they was dealt. So they start to live like something's got to give, but in reality, it's like it's not given. No matter what you do, there's always something that just stop your show. When can I get a break? When can I be debt free? Just in general. When people just gonna stop inconveniencing me with their problems. And it's like that every day. And then it's like, I was thinking about it because there's a lot of people in debt right now. I'm gonna just keep it real. And then the credit card companies are trying to cut off some people credit cards because they starting to feel like it's just useless. And that's crazy that the credit card companies can just turn their back on you. But in reality, you really can't be mad because it's their credit that they gave to you. So that's why a lot of people are just depressed because we take a lot of things personal because we're human. When a job cuts your overtime hours, of course you're going to be mad. When a job is adding extra to your job and stressing you out even more, of course you're going to be mad because that's what jobs do. And I know we take it personal, and that's why everybody's depressed because they're working all the time. They don't even got time to go on a vacation. They got to wait a whole year just to vacation. So they starting to feel like they not free. Because I've been feeling like that for a long time. Like when I'm going to be free. Free from all this. And I ain't talking about, nothing real negative or leaving here or leaving the earth or nothing like that. I'm talking about just, I want to live in peace and be free. Financially free. Is that really a scam? Being financially free? Because every time I want to be financially free, somebody always down talk me and say it's not possible. And I know that it may be difficult. Just because it's difficult, that don't mean it's not possible. That's all I be trying to say, man. And that's why I think everybody is just depressed. because people in so much debt, and then the average person only making what 50 to 100,000 a year, and they're not just depressed because of their debt, but they depressed about their life situation in general. It's like because they're doing something they're really not passionate about. They're just doing something just for a check. So it's just like they're going to work every day, putting up with the confusion, the commotion, just to get a check. And then it's like they had to wait 2 weeks for that check. And then they live from paycheck to paycheck. And then it's like they want to go have fun with their life, go hang out or do something. They can't because they're thinking about their job. And a lot of people stress out. A lot of people, when they retire, a lot of people don't make it too long after they retire. And I'm going to be real, because they really didn't get to live their life, because all that stress takes a toll on you. And the crazy part is that it seems like when you're not working, that's when you less stressful. It's like when you go to work, you're more even stressed out. And that's why people want to be free. And that's why a lot of people don't want to work. I'm going to just keep it real. Because it seems like when you go to your job, it just adds stress to you. I don't know. Is it because of the people? I don't know. Is it because they had these crazy rules set in place? And a lot of people going to say you just don't like to follow orders. But in reality, that's not the case. Because let me show you an example what I mean. Say if you ordered to do your job, right? They give you these orders. Okay, you're doing your job. After a week, they add on this to your order. After another month or two, they add on this to your order. After half a year, they add on this to your order. So now, you depressed and you can't take it and you just snapping. So how you can't follow orders when they done added everything to your order, but your pay is not going up? So now you feel like people are just playing with you. So that's why you depressed, because the situation ain't really what it is. Don't nobody know your life, so it's crazy because a lot of people got to deal with that. And they get up every day. And people just don't want to admit it, that they depressed. That's why when somebody do something good online, there's a lot of people that's going to hate on it. And that's a sad world that we living in. People do more to tear you down instead of pull you up. And it's crazy to me. Because people go through a lot, but everybody's judging one another like they perfect. You're supposed to be willing to help another. Help each other out. But everybody's all out for themselves. Everybody's in survival mode. And it's just crazy to me. Some people say they've been in survival mode since they was 5. Like, come on. So I get it. And I know people are depressed. And I know it's hard to change, but we got to take it a step and a day at a time, because we'll never get to where we got to be if we always moping over the past or being depressed all the time. So that's why our life is stagnant now. And then in reality, it's like we got a dead-end job that we really can't get out of because we're getting comfortable. Because it took so long to get the job. Because I remember when I was applying for jobs back in the day, it took me a long time to get a job. And that's what made me depressed. And a lot of people depressed because of situations like that too, because they start to feel like they're not good enough. They don't believe in themselves. They lost their confidence. And it's crazy because you're never supposed to lose your confidence. And you know what they always say, you're never supposed to stop looking for a job. But how many of y'all been at y'all job for 5 to 10 years and y'all stop looking because y'all like a job is hard to come by? That may be cool, but you don't supposed to give up hope. And a lot of us, we're giving up because the system has beat us. The system is designed for you to be a part of it. We don't know how to declare our independence. We don't know none of this. So you worried about your friend not being solid to you. You worried about the relationship that you in. And it's just a bunch of drama and stress just coming on to your life all at once. Then prices are high. You can't afford nothing. You can't spend time with your kids how you want to because you gotta work. And then it's like when you working, the check ain't even enough. Then you gotta wait another 2 weeks. So now you starting to feel like you wasting your time. And I know that feeling that you feel like you wasting your time because you making somebody else rich. And I know you don't supposed to pocket watch nobody else, but it is what it is. Because you're really not focusing on yourself. You lost yourself. And you've been lost for a long time. It's like you've been trying to get it together for so long, you don't know who you are anymore. A lot of people don't know who they are anymore. A lot of people are just going crazy. You know, some people get mad to do their job now. It's crazy out here now. How you mad to do your job? But I know you got things going on in your life. But it's starting to get to you. Life is starting to hit. Life is tough. Due to the family issues, the struggling, financially struggling with your family, because they want to feel validated by somebody else. They want to look for that love that they never had. And sometimes you just got to wake up and deal with it. Like sometimes you just got to stop worrying about things that you can't change. And the things that you say you want, you really don't even know if you want them or not. So in reality, it's like you trying to live your life off based off things that people are telling you what you should want. You can't want what nobody else wants you to want. And that's crazy. So that's why a lot of people are just depressed. And a lot of people with money is stressed too because they feel like people trying to sue them. The love ain't real. And a lot of people get emotional and be in their feelings. But in reality, to get through this depression that people are going through, y'all got to start just getting up and just stop caring too much, because once you care too much, it's like you stuck. It gets you every time. But the reason why it gets you every time is because you're human. You're supposed to go through things in life. You just don't know how to deal with them. People been going through things in life so long, don't nothing faze them. So it's like they numb to the pain. So it's like everybody got a problem. Nobody's perfect. But it's how you deal with your problems, you know. Sometimes you just got to let it out. And a lot of people be afraid to just let it out because they worried about what people going to say. And I get it, because you don't want to be judged. But you got to stop listening to people. That's why your life is so depressed now. Everybody's listening to each other. Nobody wants to help each other. And then the things about it, the crazy thing about it, when you listen to the people, they feed negativity into you. It ain't nothing good. Because when something good happens in your life, you push it away. Because you're so used to the negative things in your life. So you don't appreciate nothing that's good because you've been depressed for so long. You got to learn how to just be happy within yourself. Stop looking for people to validate you. Stop looking for people to believe you. Even if they don't believe you, so what? Just do you. And ball on them the best way you can. And it ain't got to be balling on them in money. Just balling on them in general. Living a good life. I've been employed for a long time, and I've been unemployed for a long time. But in reality, I was the most happiest when I was unemployed. I'm going to keep it real. Maybe I'm just not the working type. I don't know. But where I went wrong at when I wasn't working, I loved being free. But in reality, when I look back on it, I wasn't depressed like that when I wasn't working. But I was wasting time, because even though a lot of people think that just because you don't have no job, you're a loser. You're really not a loser, because you don't have to work a job to generate revenue. So that's where I feel like I went wrong at, because when I wasn't working, I was waiting on a job to call me. Then years was just going by. I should have been applying myself, trying to generate revenue without having a job. It may take longer, but it was already taking me longer to apply for a job. And that's what people go wrong at, because time is the most valuable currency. It may take you months to get a job. So you could be taking months or have a time you got off if you're not working to research and build your brand or whatever you want to do. This is for my entrepreneurs or whatever you want to do. Because that's how you win. So stop worrying about money, because a lot of things come with money. And I know people value money, but you can't value money because it's going to make you depressed. Now, I can see about the situations that you deal with in your personal life and at your job, it makes you depressed, but it is what it is. You just got to just think about it different. And that helps you get through the day, because that's what helps me get through the day. So let me know in the comments what helps you get through the day. Music might help you get through the day. You playing a game might help you get through the day. Somebody commented on my video the other day, said, I'm too old to be playing a game. I can't even have fun no more. Oh yeah, because I got to worry about life and bills. So I need to have it set up in my life, or you need to have it set up in your life, that you don't have to worry about bills all the time, because you're going to have bills for forever. Rich people have bills. You're going to have bills. So stop tripping over them bills. Stop tripping over that credit card, because you've been in debt for so long. A lot of people have been in debt for so long. Because if you making 50 or 100,000 a year and you in so much debt, it's going to take you 3-4 years to pay off that debt. And then once you pay off that debt, you don't be debt free for too long. That's too long. You getting scammed. Sounds like a scam to me. That take too long. But then with the cost of living going up, it's going to take longer, because everything is going up at your pay. And you moping over it. And that's why. But sometimes you just got to make changes. And everybody's got a problem. But we got to get through it. We got to get through it. Because that's all you can do. And that's why I think everybody's depressed. They got to be, because don't nobody want to see nobody do good. That's just crazy. People always want to hate on it. People not even creative no more to even just figure it out on their own. People want to say you got lucky. People want to hate on you. But you put the time in. People don't want to put the time in no more. Everybody wants something for nothing. Everybody is getting impatient. People don't even want to walk to the store. Ever since they had a car, people don't want to do none of that. And all you got to do is just do it. People making everything so difficult because they depressed. But you missing your blessings by making everything so difficult, because you in your feelings so much. You see what I'm saying? You got to get out your feelings, because I used to be in my feelings. I used to make everything difficult. I didn't want to get on here. I didn't want to express. I didn't want to let it out. But it was so much built up inside. You're going to go crazy if you don't let it out and just express yourself. Whatever you want to do in life, sometimes you just got to express yourself. Let it out sometimes. And I know it's hard, because we all go through something. It's hard. Everybody goes through something. But the strong people are not letting nobody see it. But I know everybody's going through something for a fact. You just won't know. You just got to be confident. And a lot of people are not confident. And I can't tell you to be confident. You got to want to be confident on your own. And that's why life is just so crazy, because we all feel like we defeated. And it's just like we always wonder if it's going to ever get better. But we ain't got time to wonder if it's going to get better, because life is starting to hit you. Everything is starting to stop your show. So in these type of situations, how can you move on? You have to let go. All your past childhood traumas, all the things that you think that people weren't there for you, don't even matter no more. All that matters is that you got to focus on yourself. And people going to call you selfish. People going to say you scary. Don't even matter. People going to say you lame. Now you can be scary, lame, in peace and better yourself because you're not worried about what nobody thinks about you. That's why you're depressed. You want somebody else to help you. You want help and you wish you can get the help, but you can't get it. And I know that. Everybody goes through this. And you're not wrong for wanting help because it's supposed to be a team game. But once you see that it's not team, you got to create your own opportunities. Because if you don't and you stress about people not being there for you, you're going to be stuck. And your job is not doing what they're supposed to do, it's going to keep you stressed. And you're going to be stuck. So that's why it's like, you got to get out your feelings, man. Or sis or whoever's watching. This is why I speak to you. Because they tell you that whatever that you like is going to be a waste of time. So that's what makes you mad. Because whatever you want to do, don't nobody want to support you. Don't nobody even want to click like on your video or if you're doing something on social media or whatever. But you still got to show up. Because that's how you don't let them defeat you. You can't let them defeat you. You don't have time. And I'm keeping it real with you. I'm telling you this. You don't have time. I understand that you're going through something. Everybody's depressed. But how are we going to figure it out? Is what we should learn. Because you don't have time. You're wasting time. So even if you have fun and you want a future for your life, you have to put in work. Just because you're not working, that don't mean you can't put in work. That's where I went wrong at. When I wasn't working, I wasn't putting in work. I kept saying I was going to do this, and then I got stagnant because I was waiting on something to happen. Stop waiting on something to happen. Start researching and being patient by executing while you're researching. I'm to the point where it's like, I get up before I work and I do something for me. Because if I don't do nothing, I'm going to feel like I didn't do nothing. It's getting crazy now. I didn't used to feel like that. Even if I don't feel like getting up, I get straight up. Because if I don't do nothing, I'm going to feel bad. You got to get to that point. Because it's like you trying to work through your depression. And you working for another company, but you're not even doing nothing for you. You've been like that for years. But if the company turn their back on you, what you going to do? This is for my entrepreneurs. If you're happy where you at, this ain't for you. But if you want to listen, you can listen too. I'm spitting some real right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad to me, the things that people go through. But you got to get through them just to be who you are. And you just got to stay strong. Because if you don't stay strong, you're going to fall in the end. And that's what I really want to say to y'all because it's going to get hard. Life is going to get hard. It's going to get harder by the second. That's what life do. You should be used to it now. It's like you never feel like you got used to it. And you just want to be patient and wait on something. It's like we got too comfortable relying on something. We got to stop getting comfortable. That's why I keep getting up every morning because I'm not comfortable. And my mind is running at 1,000 miles per second because I'm doing everything at once. But what I need to learn is what I'm learning now. I got to have more structure. One day for this, one day for that, and take it a day at a time. Because that's all you can do. Because you're not going to do everything in one day. That's impossible to do everything in one day. That's why you're so depressed, because you got so much going on in your life and you're not living for you. Now it's time to live for you. It's time to be who you want to be. You ain't giving in to the system no more. You're not. You're tired of that. You've been doing the same thing. You've been doing what you was told. Why is it not working? That's why you're depressed. Why every time I get myself in the same situation, people say they're going to change and they never change? Because you keep relying on people to change and taking people for who they are and what they are. Take the situation for what it is and just learn how to deal with it. Stop getting in your feelings and want to deal back with it the way you want to deal with it. That's where you're going wrong. That's where I went wrong at. Because I can't just put myself in that situation anymore. If you need to prosper in life and you don't want to deal with people that's talking negative, that's going to shoot you away from your dreams, then don't deal with those people because your mind is made up now. Once your mind made up, can't nobody tell you to do nothing. Your mind is never made up. That's why you keep listening to people. Make up your mind and stick to it. Even if people tell you what you're doing is a waste of time, just keep wasting your time because that's what you want to do. And you don't look at it like it's a waste of time because they don't know. And that's just my take on the situation. That's why I think everybody's depressed. I could be wrong. Let me know if you like this video. If you do like it, you'll see me again. If you don't like it, you'll still see me again. Peace.